In the vast reaches of the galaxy, countless species are meticulously catalogued by the Galactic Union, an alliance of advanced civilizations. The Galactic Union prides itself on its comprehensive database, detailing every species in the universe, from the smallest microorganisms to the most sophisticated, intelligent beings. Every civilization, no matter how remote or primitive, is carefully classified, allowing the galaxy's inhabitants to understand their place in the grand scheme of things. For centuries, this catalog has been regarded as flawless, the ultimate authority on the universe's life forms. It is trusted implicitly, until one day, an anomaly is found. Zara, a young xenobiologist from the technologically advanced Valesian species, is accustomed to researching rare and elusive life forms. Her keen curiosity often drives her to question things others accept at face value. One ordinary day in the research archives, Zara stumbles upon something strange while reviewing the catalog: humans. But their classification isn't what she expects. The word fiction stares back at her from the screen. Humans are listed alongside legendary creatures, time travelers, and beings long believed to exist only in myths. It doesn't make sense. Zara has heard whispers of human myths in the galaxy's outer fringes, tales of fierce warriors, brilliant scientists, and explorers who once roamed the stars. Some even claim that humans played a pivotal role in the early days of galactic history. But how could an entire species, with so many stories circulating about them, be reduced to mere fiction? She checks the catalog again, digging deeper into the records. All signs point to humans being categorized as non-existent, a species relegated to the status of mythological creatures. Dragons and beings with time-bending powers share the same classification, making Zara doubt the integrity of the catalog for the first time in her career. This classification feels too convenient, too deliberate. Why would so many planets carry stories of humans if they were never real? Zara reaches out to colleagues, curious to see if anyone else has noticed this oddity, but the response she gets is dismissive. The catalog is perfect, they say. If humans were real, there would be evidence, artifacts, records, DNA. But there is none. The catalog doesn't lie. The dismissal only deepens Zara's skepticism. It's not like the galaxy to remember something for no reason. Legends might get distorted, but they don't come from nowhere. Determined to get answers, Zara begins her own quiet investigation. She scours ancient texts from fringe cultures and forgotten worlds. What she finds intrigues her. Every fragment, every story she encounters points to humans being a dominant force in the galaxy long ago, before they mysteriously disappeared. Stories describe them as incredibly adaptable, able to survive in environments that no other species could. Some records even suggest that humans were innovators, creators of technology so advanced it bordered on the dangerous. Still, every lead she follows runs cold. There's no hard evidence, no artifacts, no remains, nothing physical to prove humans existed. The more she digs, the more suspicious the lack of evidence becomes. How could a species that supposedly played such a large role in galactic history leave behind no trace? The deeper she goes, the more Zara becomes convinced there's something the Galactic Union doesn't want the galaxy to know. Yet Zara's own superiors begin to question her intentions. They warn her against wasting her time on myths, reminding her that her job is to focus on real species, not legends. But Zara's curiosity cannot be quelled. There's something about humans that feels real to her, more than just a legend, more than mere fiction. Despite the warnings and lack of support, Zara decides to continue her search, though this time, she does so in secret. She's no longer just searching for answers about humans, she's searching for why the Galactic Union has hidden them away. Why classify an entire species as fiction when they may have once shaped the galaxy's history? The answer, she feels, is buried somewhere deep in the records, or perhaps, out in the stars among the galaxy's forgotten worlds. But as she prepares to dig deeper into the mystery, Zara knows one thing: finding the truth about humans may come at a price. Something powerful is at work, and it's determined to keep the truth hidden. Zara's search for answers doesn't go unnoticed for long. The moment she starts pushing deeper into human-related inquiries, the resistance begins. Her access to certain archives is suddenly restricted, and any attempt to contact officials about the human classification results in the same frustrating response: humans are fiction. There's no evidence to suggest they ever existed, and further inquiries into the matter are unnecessary. But Zara isn't convinced. The more the Galactic Union pushes back, the more certain she becomes that they're hiding something. She knows she needs to move outside of official channels. If there's any truth to the human legends, it's not going to be found in sanctioned databases. She starts reaching out to fringe worlds, places where the Galactic Union's influence is weaker. These are the worlds where myths and whispers linger, where tales of humans still live among the stars. It's on one of these remote planets, a place known for its black market dealings, that she encounters Tarek, a notorious dealer in rare artifacts. He's known to be cautious, but when Zara approaches him with her research, he's intrigued. Tarek has heard of humans before, more than heard, in fact. He's seen human artifacts. Ancient relics, abandoned long ago, that shouldn't exist if humans were truly a myth. But Tarek warns her, searching for humans is dangerous. There are forces in the galaxy that do not want the truth about them to surface. Tarek's words solidify Zara's growing suspicions. The Galactic Union isn't just ignoring the question of humans, they're actively working to suppress it. Zara pushes forward with Tarek's help, their unlikely partnership forming out of mutual interest. Together, they begin scouring the galaxy for any scrap of information that might reveal what really happened to humanity. Their investigation leads them to old archives hidden away in forgotten corners of the galaxy. These archives, long abandoned by the Galactic Union, hold records older than the official catalog itself. It's here that they find the first real clues, documents suggesting that humans were once a technologically advanced species, capable of feats that other civilizations couldn't comprehend. They were explorers, scientists, and warriors. But then, suddenly, the records stop. There's no mention of a war or a catastrophe. It's as if humans simply vanished, leaving no trace behind. This discovery only deepens the mystery. How could an entire species disappear without a trace? And why has the Galactic Union worked so hard to erase their existence from the official record? Zara and Tarek keep searching, moving from archive to archive, gathering fragments of information that all point to the same conclusion: humans were real, and their disappearance wasn't a natural occurrence. But as they uncover more evidence, they also begin attracting the wrong kind of attention. The Galactic Overseers, a secretive branch of the Union tasked with maintaining control over sensitive historical information, start tracking their movements. Zara's communications are intercepted, and she finds herself constantly looking over her shoulder. The Overseers aren't just monitoring her, they're hunting her. Despite the danger, Zara and Tarek press on, driven by a shared goal: to uncover the truth about what happened to humans. The more they learn, the clearer it becomes that humans weren't wiped out by an external force. Something happened within their own civilization, something that led them to disappear willingly, or perhaps, to hide from the galaxy. But why? What could have driven such an advanced species to erase themselves from history? Their search takes them to a remote corner of the galaxy, far beyond the reach of the Galactic Union. Here, in the shadow of a forgotten star, they find the final piece of the puzzle: a hidden archive filled with records from a time when humans were at the height of their power. These records paint a picture of a species that was not only technologically advanced but also deeply aware of the dangers posed by their own creations. The humans knew they were playing with forces that could unravel the fabric of the galaxy, and they took extreme measures to prevent that from happening. But before Zara and Tarek can fully piece together the mystery, the Overseers close in. The secret police of the Galactic Union are relentless, and they will stop at nothing to keep the truth about humans hidden. Zara and Tarek are forced to flee, narrowly escaping capture as the Overseers destroy the archive behind them. As they race across the galaxy, trying to stay one step ahead of their pursuers, Zara realizes just how high the stakes are. The truth about humanity isn't just a forgotten piece of history, it's something that could change the balance of power in the galaxy forever. If humans were to return, their knowledge and technology would disrupt the entire order of the Galactic Union. And that's exactly what the Overseers are trying to prevent. But Zara knows there's no turning back now. She's come too far to stop, and the truth about humanity is too important to remain hidden. Zara and Tarek, now on the run, realize they need to be smarter, faster. The overseers are relentless, and every move they make is watched. But their research has given them a lead, an obscure set of coordinates tucked away in the forgotten archives they managed to salvage. These coordinates point to a remote system on the edge of the galaxy, far from the influence of the Galactic Union. There, they hope to find the answers that have eluded them so far, answers that might explain why humans were erased from history. As they approach the system, they find it eerily silent. No signs of life, no active communications, just a long-abandoned planet orbiting a dying star. But it's here, Tarek insists, that the final piece of the puzzle lies. Zara, though skeptical, knows they've come too far to turn back. They land and begin their search, scouring the barren landscape for any clues. It isn't long before they stumble upon something extraordinary, a massive underground structure, old but still functional, hidden beneath the planet's surface. The structure, when they enter it, is a marvel of human engineering. It's unlike anything they've seen before, even in the most advanced civilizations of the current galaxy. As they explore deeper, they realize this isn't just an abandoned building. It's a vault, one that has been sealed for millennia. And within this vault, they find something that confirms all of Zara's suspicions, an entire colony of humans, kept in stasis, waiting for the right moment to awaken. The sight of thousands of humans, preserved perfectly as if they had only just been put to sleep, is overwhelming. Zara realizes that humans didn't disappear, they chose to hide themselves away, to sleep until a time when their existence would no longer be a threat to the galaxy. But why? Why go to such lengths to erase themselves from history? And what could they have feared so much that they would resort to this? As Zara and Tarek explore further, they discover logs and records left behind by the last humans to go into stasis. These logs reveal the truth. Humanity had reached a point of technological advancement that outpaced every other species in the galaxy. They were creating machines, weapons, and technologies so powerful that they feared they would destabilize the entire galaxy. Their foresight led them to make a difficult decision. They would remove themselves from the galactic stage until the galaxy was ready for them. They believed that by putting themselves in stasis, they would avoid the catastrophic consequences their technology might bring if left unchecked. But not everyone agreed with this decision. The overseers, it seems, were born out of this very conflict. A group of human dissenters who believed humanity should continue its path of domination, they refused to accept stasis as the solution. These dissenters are the ancestors of the current overseers, and they've been guarding this secret ever since, ensuring that no one would ever learn the truth. If humanity were to awaken, it could tip the balance of power in the galaxy, and the overseers would do anything to stop that from happening. Zara, realizing the magnitude of what she's uncovered, knows that revealing the existence of this colony would shake the very foundations of the Galactic Union. Humanity's return could lead to chaos, war, and the collapse of the current order. But at the same time, keeping this secret hidden would mean allowing the Galactic Union to continue manipulating the truth, controlling the narrative for their own ends. Tarek, ever the pragmatist, suggests they destroy the records, leave the colony in stasis, and walk away. No one has to know, he argues. They can continue their lives without the weight of this discovery on their shoulders. But Zara can't do that. She knows the truth is too important to be buried again. Humanity's fate shouldn't be decided by a secretive group of overseers. The galaxy deserves to know what really happened, and the humans in stasis deserve the chance to make their own choice when the time comes. Before they can decide what to do next, the overseers arrive. It's clear they've been tracking Zara and Tarek, waiting for them to lead the way to the hidden vault. The overseers, ruthless as ever, don't hesitate. They immediately begin preparing to destroy the vault, to wipe out the last remaining humans in stasis. Zara and Tarek are outnumbered and outgunned, but they manage to hold them off just long enough to upload the colony's data to a secure location, sending it across the galaxy to trusted contacts who can help reveal the truth when the time is right. With the data secure, Zara and Tarek make a narrow escape, but not without losses. The overseers destroy part of the vault, collapsing it in on itself, ensuring that most of the evidence is buried once again. But they haven't won. Zara and Tarek have the knowledge now, and more importantly, they have the means to spread it. As they flee the planet, Zara reflects on what they've uncovered. Humanity's self-imposed exile, the overseer's betrayal, and the weight of the truth they now carry. She knows that awakening the humans, revealing their existence, could lead to upheaval, but she also knows that the galaxy can't continue living under the falsehoods imposed by the overseers. There will come a time when the truth must be revealed. The chase isn't over. The overseers will come for them again. But for now, Zara has hope. They've planted the seeds of doubt, sent the truth out into the galaxy, and soon, people will start to question the official narrative. It's only a matter of time before the Galactic Union is forced to confront the truth about humans. And when that day comes, Zara will be ready. Zara and Tarek, now safely away from the ruined vault, take stock of the situation. They've lost the physical evidence of the stasis colony, but the data they managed to upload remains intact. It's not enough to change everything immediately, but it's a start. For the first time in their journey, Zara feels a sense of direction. She knows what needs to be done, even if it won't be easy. They've unearthed a secret that could alter the course of history, but the galaxy isn't ready for that revelation all at once. The truth needs to be introduced slowly, carefully. Zara begins by contacting trusted scholars, historians, and independent researchers across the galaxy. She leaks fragments of what she's uncovered, just enough to sow doubt in the Galactic Union's official narrative. These pieces of information start small: ancient documents, unexplainable artifacts, whispers of advanced technology far beyond what current civilizations should have had access to. As these researchers dig deeper, they begin to question the Union's version of history. Some are cautious, not wanting to challenge the Union openly, but others are bold, publishing papers and releasing findings that shake the foundations of accepted knowledge. Meanwhile, the overseers remain a constant threat. They know Zara is still out there, that she has the means to expose them. But they've been thrown off balance. The destruction of the vault may have silenced one piece of the puzzle, but the information has already slipped through their fingers. They tighten their grip on the galaxy, cracking down on dissidents, trying to control the spread of information. But the more they try to suppress the truth, the more it leaks out, in ways they can't anticipate. Tarek, ever the opportunist, begins using the situation to his advantage. With the cracks in the Galactic Union's story widening, he taps into his network of artifact dealers, spreading the word that human relics, long thought to be myths or fakes, might be the real deal. He starts selling fragments of human history, pieces that add to the growing sense that something is very wrong with the Union's official story. For Tarek, it's about more than profit now. It's about being part of something bigger, something that could change everything. He knows that this is his chance to not only survive but to be remembered. As Zara continues her quiet campaign, she's faced with a difficult choice. She could release the full data file, the complete record of the human stasis colony, everything they had left behind. Doing so would instantly expose the Galactic Union's lies, force the overseers into the open, and create chaos across the galaxy. But it would also lead to unintended consequences. If the wrong factions got hold of the technology humans had been trying to keep hidden, it could reignite conflicts the galaxy hasn't seen in millennia. Zara knows the dangers of releasing too much information too soon. Instead, she decides to take a more measured approach. She reaches out to a handful of the galaxy's most respected historians and scientists, people with the power and influence to guide the conversation about humanity's role in galactic history. Zara provides them with enough evidence to verify her claims, but keeps the more dangerous technological secrets hidden for now. These historians, swayed by the overwhelming evidence, begin to advocate for a re-examination of the Union's catalog and a reopening of the question about humanity's place in the galaxy. This strategy begins to pay off. Slowly, public opinion shifts. People start to ask questions, and the Union's carefully constructed narrative begins to unravel. The overseers, once confident in their ability to control the truth, find themselves struggling to keep up. Every time they manage to suppress one piece of evidence, another pops up elsewhere, like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole. Zara watches from the shadows as the galaxy's understanding of its own history starts to shift. It's a quiet revolution, one that takes place in academic journals and backwater worlds, but it's happening nonetheless. As the years pass, Zara continues her work, carefully curating what information to release and when. She builds a network of like-minded researchers, people who understand the stakes and are willing to challenge the Union's authority. Together, they piece together the full story of humanity's rise and fall, slowly bringing it into the light. But even as they make progress, Zara knows the most important question remains unanswered: what will happen when the humans in stasis finally awaken? The day is coming. The human colony may have been damaged in the Overseer's attack, but it's not completely destroyed. The systems keeping the humans in stasis are still operational, and Zara knows that, one way or another, they will wake up. Whether that happens in a year, a decade, or a century, the galaxy needs to be ready. And it's Zara's job to make sure that when it does happen, humanity is not seen as a threat but as a part of the galaxy's future. But preparing the galaxy for humanity's return is no easy task. Zara works tirelessly, ensuring that the knowledge of what really happened isn't lost again. She builds alliances with those who share her vision, knowing that the galaxy is on the brink of a new era. When the humans awaken, the galaxy will have a choice: to welcome them as equals or to fear them as a forgotten power. Zara hopes that by the time that day comes, the choice will be clear. As she watches the stars from her ship, Zara knows that the work is far from over. The Overseers are still out there, still trying to control the narrative, still hiding in the shadows. But their power is waning, and Zara's influence is growing. She may not have all the answers, but she has time. Time to continue her mission, to spread the truth, and to ensure that when the humans finally awaken, the galaxy is ready for them. The classification of fiction in the Galactic catalog may have held for centuries, but Zara knows that soon it will be changed to reality. And when that day comes, the galaxy will never be the same again.